Fairway Sports World in Natick, our champions Pete Surette from North Reading and Tom Surette from Tewksbury take on the New Hampshire duo of Joe Ashline from Nashua and Gary Carrington from Plastow, here on Candlepin Doubles. I'm Ed Harding. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us here on Candlepin Doubles. You know, as we were preparing to tape this morning, I asked the guys, in golf, there are always trick shot artists. How come in bowling there aren't bowling shot artists? They're looking at me with blank faces. The men have no idea. You know, after you guys bowl today, I want to see if you got a trick shot in your arsenal. But you know what they have in their arms? Some terrific bowling. We have a lot of prize money available. We have a great show lined up for you. These four men are the stars. So, gentlemen, I'll step aside or leave you the stage. First up, Pete Surette and Joe Ashline will deliver the first ball for the blue team. Joe Ashline has the best shot at marking here to begin the afternoon. We remind you it is the cumulative score at the end of 2 strings of bowling that decides who our champion is today. Disappointing box for Joe Ashline, I would think. Spare leave after the first ball and leaves the box open, goes out with a 9. Pete Surette's average is 122 with a high single of 189 and a high triple of 454. No, but it's a leave. He can pick up that spare. Joe Ashline, bang! Joe Ashline's average is 128, a high single of 203, and a high triple of 498. Each man marking here in the second box. If you were watching the singles show earlier today, you know that Pete finally got beaten by Jack Quinn. Jack Quinn will bowl against Tom Surette next, brother. Fill is 8 for Peter. The fill is 6 for Joe Ashline. There's wood in front. Look at the shot that Joe Ashline has. Take a look at that shot he has in front of him. Tough leave. Ralph Stewart has to go down and clean up the place a bit. I would have to say, of all of the line judges here today, Ralph Stewart's the best, wouldn't you? That was confirmation from Al Giglio, the school committee member at Methuen. Now, I'm sitting next to a politician now. A pillar of the community, right? It's a soft pillar, too. The Surettes with a 2-pin lead, fourth box, bang! Joe Ashline will pinch, but not drop the pin. Two of the last 3 boxes Peter Surette has marked. He spared in the second. Drops a strikeroo here in the fourth. Oh, yeah, yes, Ralph Stewart says yes. Tell you, terrific shot. When you took a look at the leave, you didn't think that he would be able to mark in the box, but struck it perfectly, got the pin action he wanted, and made the most out of the box. That was, I think, a critical ball in the match. First ball to Phil on the strike, the 4 horsemen left side, and the 10 stay. So the first ball delivers him 5. Ashline fills his mark with 8, And that is all. Disappointing fill on strike. The fill is 6. Got it again. So Joe Ashline closing with a flurry, marking in his final 2 boxes here. And Pete Surette, after dropping a strike in the 4th, goes out with a disappointing fill of 6 and then a disappointing 7 here in the 5th box. So it is on the right of your screen in the blue shirt and Tom Surette in the gray. First ball, 6th box. We can remind you here, too, as Gary Carrington throws the bonus ball on the previous spare, that 3 consecutive marks will earn them $50. 3 consecutive strikes will earn them $1,000. Gary Carrington has a chance. Got our first bonus of the day. But that's all it was a chance. Tom Surette goes out with a 9, and Carrington goes out with a 10. Tom Surette has an average of 122, a high single of 192, and a high triple of 474. 8, 9, 10! How do you do? Gary Carrington has an average of 129, a high single of 195, and a high triple of 480. He marks in the 7th box. I tell you, that was one of the more leisurely strikes that I have seen in my life. But it doesn't matter how they go, it just matters that they go. The 11 on your screen is reference to the champion's position in the scoring. So 2 boxes scored, the champions, the Surettes, 8, 9. Boy, I'll tell you what, we came within a pin of a double. Spread eagle. Whoa! And there's a pin behind, I believe. So in 3 of the last, in the 5th and the 7th, Carrington Ashline team marked, and in the 7th and the 8th. 8? Well, I'll tell you, that's a leave, too, for bonus money. And what Tom has done is really, he's turned what was an 11-pin deficit into a 6-pin advantage through boxes. Scored! Does not make bonus money. So we're bowling in the 9th box, first string. We have a full string of bowling to go after this. Tom Surette goes out with a 10. Mr. Carrington is out with a 10 as well, so the advantage is 6 pins. The Surettes have a 6-pin lead over Ashline and Carrington. We go to the final box, first string. Just drove it right through and left a lot standing. Each man has a tough leave. A lot of pin action for Tom Surette, but it didn't happen. Carrington, a lot of action too, but it didn't happen for him. The best Tom can do is go out with a 10. He does. The best that Carrington can do is go out with a 10, and he does. So each man closing with consecutive 10. We have completed the first string here at Candlepin Doubles. The team in blue of Ashline and Carrington trail. 'Tis a close one, she said. We go to the second string, and this will decide it. Leading us off is Joe Ashline, and Pete Surette will start the Surette team off. Ashline can mark, does not. I'll tell you what, it's a tough shot, but I think Surette can do it, and he did not. Even though Pete Surette was finally beaten on the single show, he still has a 453, which at this early stage stands as our tops so far. Never too early to think about the big show. Second box, second string. Candlepin Doubles, Joe Ashline. 4 horsemen left side. He will not. Boy, they got tapped, but that is it. Ashline gets the 4. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. The pin fell as Surette was coming up to throw the ball. So the pinfall on the first ball is 8. Wow. Elated body English. A remarkable moment. Just as Pete Surette was going up to throw the ball, the 8th pin fell. He recomposed himself, came back, got the next 2, and he marked in the frame. Yeah, there's the trick shot. That's right. See, that was the delayed ball. I like that. I'm impressed. No! Disappointing fill of 4 for Pete Surette. The fill for Joe Ashline was 6, and he marked in his second consecutive box, and Pete Surette threw it right in the gap, a tweener. Ouch. Well, you know, oh, that's a good comeback. He got, I'll tell you what, he came in there here and making a great shot. I can't believe it. A delayed ball and a tweener, all in the same box. Same string. All right, Joe Ashline has marked in 2 consecutive boxes. 3 will bring him a bonus. Each man has the same identical strike in terms of striking the pin, not in strike as in terms of dropping all 10 pins at once. They virtually have the same difficult leave. Ashline goes out with a 9, Surette goes out with a 7. I want to say hello to Pauline Walsh from Wakefield. She's 84 years old. She's a devoted Candlepins watcher. Joe works with her son. We hope the winter is going well for her, going well for you. Oh! 4 horsemen right side in the 8. Nice comeback. So Ashline marks there in the 5th box, and Pete Surette had great pin action. The pin that was knocked down coming back just barely missed it, and Surette came back and a disappointing miss. You know, you have to take all the pins that are standing, and he didn't. So he puts a 9 up here in the 5th box. So we hand it off through boxes scored. The Ashline Carrington team has a 3-pin lead. But remember, Gary Carrington's first ball is to fill the mark that Joe Ashline left him. So they have a chance with this ball to, at this point in time, stretch their lead. Can only stretch it 1 better than that. Same lead that Ashline had a frame earlier. 4 horsemen right in the 8. Now it's a 13-pin lead for Ashline and Carrington. 6th box, 2nd string. The cumulative score decides who our champion is today. What Carrington was waiting for was that pin to settle. It settled closer to the pin. Well, I tell you what, he found that nice little corridor, clean shot, got them all, and Tom Surette walked in. And he marks as well. And son Jeffrey will love that. This is a fill for Gary Carrington. Bang! Fill it with 10. This is a fill for Tom Surette. The fill is 8. Tom's son Jeffrey, by the way, a terrific bowler, so it runs in the family. When he was 6, he won a singles championship. When he was 7, he won all events in doubles. When he was 8, he won all events in singles. When he's 8, he's won international championships. And Tom even told me that they bowled against each other one time, and Jeffrey 1. Right now, Tom's in a heap of trouble. He's 15 pins down. 3 consecutive marks, by the way, for the Ashline Carrington team will pay him $50. More importantly, they have the lead in the match. Tell you what, these teams have a great rhythm going here today. Up, up, throw, up, throw. It's a terrific rhythm. Bang. So Tom takes out the 10. It's 4 consecutive marks now for the Ashline Carrington team. So c'est tout fini, as they say in hockey language. It would appear, unless Carrington dries up and Surette goes with a bang. At the pinfall, and that ball for Carrington was 8, and Tom throws the ball, leaves a spread eagle, and turns and looks at his brother and says, what can I do? What can I do? Some days you get the beast, and some days the beast gets you. Right now, the beast has gotten the Surette. The string of consecutive marks has ended for Ashline and Carrington, but more importantly, they have such a lead that they will move on. And that's the important objective today. Disappointing 9 in the 9th box. And a 30-pin lead. Last box, last string. Ashline and Carrington rolled a 120 in the first, 135 so far through here in the second. It gives them a 255 if they can 20 it or more in this box, which they can't. You know, just off a hair. It's going to throw your timing off. So Gary Carrington and Pete Surette are finishing us up here. Gary Carrington is done. He goes out with a 10. Pete Surette is done. He goes out with a 10. So Carrington and Ashline have won. But a tough day here in bowling for Pete Surette. He lost earlier. Now he loses in doubles today, but that's all right. A 30-pin. It never ceases to amaze me. Game of inches. You know, if you miss it by, you know, an inch or two, it's far less forgiving than the strike zone in baseball, you know. And you guys come back a couple inches, you might be standing on the left rather than the right, you know.
Yeah, about 5 inches.
Well, that's not bad. It was a nice day, and we appreciate it. But I don't want you to leave yet. I want you to try a trick shot. Do you believe that? Do you believe that shot you made? Have you ever made a, what would you put, a delayed spin on it? You know, was that a changeup or what?
Nah, I just threw it in parade.
You did? Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Here, do me a favor. Grab 2 of them. Go ahead, try. Ralph Stewart tells me that 10-pin. Yes, you can. Go ahead. You can do it. You can do it. That was a great try. Now watch this. You know, with his delayed reaction, they all might go over. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for a great show. You got it. You got it. You got Derek. Introduce your clan to me.
This is my son Derek. He's 2.5, and this is my youngest son Cody. He's 5 months today.
Hi, Cody. Oh, there goes Derek. Yes, it's closing. Look at it. Look at it. Come back. Oh, it fell over the edge.
All right, throw another one.
You guys bowled real well today. You know, they had been bowling well, but you know, they're off by a couple inches, and that takes care of it, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't take much in this game.
Yeah.
So, we got some good breaks, and we took advantage of them. So it's good to get by a tough team like that.
Yeah. Gary, you guys get a little bonus money. You get $600 for winning today. Cumulatively, that's not bad. You get a chance to come back in a week.
It's good. It's good. The Surette brothers, they're a tough team. They're real good bowlers.
Wait a minute. Derek is...
I look like Derek.
Derek's got a ball here. Excuse me, folks. I don't mean to turn my back to you, but Derek is going to strike the pocket virtually perfectly. Way to go, buddy. Good shot. Give me 5. Got 5? Yeah, I got a little 5 in there. That was a good job. All right, listen, one more thing. Grab 2. Great. See if you can throw it. Ralph Stewart tells me in 10-pin, they do trick bowling often. Now, I'm trying to get Candlepin trick bowling going. All right, wait. Okay, Joe's going to try it. Al, how much time do we have left? We're closing down here, folks. Trust me. Oh, there's the field goal. There's the Charlie Bauman theory. All right, wait a minute. Since I've had you guys do it, here. Gary, hold on to this.
Go ahead, Dirk. And there goes Ed right now. He's going for the trick shot. Got a burp in you or what, huh? Now I see why you do the narrating.
Oh, everybody's a wise guy. He says, now I see why you do the narrating. For all of our teams here at Doubles, for the Surettes, for Ashline and Carrington, I'm Ed Harding. Have a great day. Thanks for being with us at Candlepin Doubles. Bye-bye, everybody.